This is the door in, and on this side we have the bathroom, which has 2 sinks, a number of bathrobes, obviously a toilet, and probably one of the biggest showers that I've ever seen. Includes a rain shower, a seat even, and an ordinary shower. Really, really good. There is a double wardrobe which includes a safe and 20 coat hangers, so plenty of room. And at the far end there's also an iron and an ironing board, blanket at the top and a spare pillow. In the room itself we have some optics. We're not big drinkers, so we've not really used those. Tea and coffee making facilities, always some water. There's an ice bucket somewhere. There's an ice machine, but we've not found it. We've not really needed it as it's not been that warm. A nice fridge with Cokes and Fantas and Sprites and more water and some beer. It's filled up every other day. It's being filled up today. Large mirror, always some towel art going on. It's actually 2 single beds pushed together. Bedside tables and lights. You've got this screen through to the back of the shower. Nice sofa. You've got room for cases, a reasonable TV, a chest of drawers where we've bunged all our tablets, and then you have the outside area, which is basically a swim up. So plunge pool, seating area and sunbeds. So this is our room. There's two ways out, down there and to the left, or up here, and we'll go up here to start with. This is the way out towards reception, the main restaurant and the area where the shows are. Also up here is the sports bar and everything else. So you can already see just in the distance the main restaurant. And the path bears round to the right, to the left, to join the main path, which goes all the way from reception down to the beach and the pool areas. So that's, as you can see down the bottom, the sea, which is a bit rough today. Some more swim-up pools over that side, and then we have a roundabout with the main reception ahead. So after that roundabout, we have the entertainment area and the bar over on the left, and the main restaurant here on the right. There's an outside seating area. In the middle there's a block, which is where all the food is prepared and served. And then there's an indoor seating area, which is the one we normally use at the top end there. You can see just about through there the seating area. The restaurant is currently closed, so they're preparing for dinner. It's called Africa. And then as we go forward, there's some toilets there, which are quite handy. You can see inside the restaurant from here. There's a shop selling bits and pieces that you might need, plus some souvenirs. And then we have gone to the main area. So the drop-off and pick-up point. Main reception in that direction, and a coffee bar in that direction, which we spent most evenings in, and then the two specialty restaurants down the end. If we go back to the bar area, so this bar, and then through to the outside seating area, the stage where the evening entertainment happens, and unfortunately smoking is permitted in this outside area. And at the far side is the sports bar. So if we go away from our room in the other direction and around, the swim-up rooms are on three sides of this block. They're called villas, 145. And you weave your way around and you come out onto another path, which has other paths. Up that way is where the ice machine is, and in front of us is the restaurant where we normally have lunch. It's the nearest one to the pools, and it's also the steakhouse restaurant for evening meals, which you, like Crystal and Mitsuki, you have to book. But we had a meal there on Saturday night and it was absolutely delicious. This path brings you out to the middle of the three swimming pools. Sort of getting on 5:30 now, so there's not so many people about. But there's the restaurant behind there. This block in front of us is the towel hut. So we have lunchtime pool restaurant over there, the towel hut here which closes at 5, and it's the beach. This is one of the start pool bars. This is the way we walked past this next pool. We're now at the other end of the pool bar restaurant. There's still a few people on the beach, and normal route was to come down this end and then jump off the wall onto the beach and sit in a couple of those lounges in the mornings. Up the end here we have Real Art and the Kids Club with a child swimming pool and play area, which we didn't go near. So very rough today, it's been a red flag, so we'll take a walk back. You can hear the wind is rattling the sunshades. And this is the pool that I've been in. I didn't bother with the other two. I'm heading back. I'll swim up by this side and then go by the other side. Toilets at the front, sitting area, and then you come through to the biggest of the 3 swimming pools. Loads of sunbeds, there's always plenty. Nobody bothers to put towels on them first thing. This pool has these bits you can lie on semi-submerged. They're not that comfortable, they're far too hard really. But it's a good pool. It's not particularly deep, 1.1 metres there in the middle. But it's a big pool, you can do a long length in it. After that pool we come to the Water Sports Information Centre, and in fact we come to the main path all the way up to reception. And beyond the Water Sports Centre we have a mirror image of the other end. We have another bar with bar and toilets, and on the other side of this another pool with a swim up bar, which is much less busy than the other one because this one's in shade and therefore it hasn't got the same number of people. In the distance you can see the next door hotel, Rio Caramboa, and in fact that white wall at the end here is the end of this hotel. Interesting here, it's got, if I forget that, wheelchair use for a disabled person into the water, which is good, and that's where the Rio Fit classes take place. This pool also does the aqua aerobics, things like that. And that's a quick whiz around the hotel. Service in particular is very, very good. Everyone is very, very friendly, very helpful, and makes a real difference. So as we walk back past the Water Sports Centre and towards the main pool, we come back to the main drag, which is where I shall walk back to our hotel, our room. There's another paths coming in from either side, which go to various bits like some of the other swim up rooms. Over in the corner there, I'm going to take this one to go back in the back of ours, but over in the corner that's our room, and then we're unfortunately north facing. These ones are facing the sea. None of them are particularly private because there's always paths going past. But this path will take us back to the entrance to the block that I came out of near the pool restaurant which is just ahead of us now. Go back up here. And that pool restaurant is called Sal Ray, which I think means sun god. Very appropriate, and that's the name of the main town of Vista Island as well, Sal Ray. So they're not very inventive with their names. And you can see here Villa 45, our way Villa 46 is the next one along. Grass is kept nice, shrubs are kept nice, there's irrigation hoses all the way around. Everywhere is spotlessly clean, but there is some signs of wear and tear in places. Lots of fire equipment. Feel very safe here. Back round to our room.